So hi guys, we are now on our way to an ice cave. I'm gonna talk a little loud because it's a noisy fucking car. I got my man here, my mentor, my spiritual guru, Halli Hansen. Halli.
Hello.
What's the meaning of life?
You are the meaning of life.
Thank you, baby. It's gonna be good. We only got 4 guys now, so I will have time to do my own thing a little bit. Well, of course I will help as much as I need, but it's a great day. We haven't had that much luck until now with weather, but now it's amazing. We went to the ice beach this morning. Too much ice, you know, if you can say that. We had to walk a bit to get to some areas where we could shoot. But first, let's drive to the cave and then there's a bit of a walk. See you then.
Gravel in the ice cave because it came a lot of gravel last time it flooded. But there is still ice underneath, and there are some places that there is ice, so it is safer to have them on, even though it is more or less gravel. But in case, you know, well, you'll see it when we get there. Okay.
So from the car to the cave is about 20-30 minutes walk, easy walk, you know. It's an uneven terrain, but it's not like it's any elevation or anything like that. It's easy. And on the way, my spiritual leader and guru, Mr. Halli Hansen, has some interesting things. For example, you might not know this, but the origin of hot wings is here in Iceland. Listen to this.
It was so big, the eruption, it was over 10,000 degree hot gas that came out of the mountain, traveled hundreds of kilometers per hour, and absolutely obliterated everything. So everybody here died. Even the innocent birds flying through the blue sky got roasted in the air and came down as hot wings and fried chickens. And those were the first hot wings on this planet. Iceland.
Dude!
Follow the action.
Did he say follow the sax, man? So we are now here at the opening of the cave. There we go. And now it's gonna be time to put on crampons, and I think Halli needs a word. Yeah. I mean,
And then, so this is going to put the crampons on here. And then we're going to go and put on, take the backpacks. And we can go around here and go into, there's a big mulan here. We can keep the backpacks there while you go and exploit this amazing cave here. So we have the camera. Explore away. Here's the lens. What? We need backpack. We have the lens. We only need one.
We only need one, and then you can go change this.
You can go and walk. You can change like.
If you want to keep it on the back, it's fine.
It's fine. But you have, because it's little, you have to bend down a little bit in the ice cave. So then you actually have to carry it like this. Oh. So you know, having it on the back is going to make you have to bend down more. You know, but anyway.
But you can always walk and change like this.
I mean, whatever is comfortable for you guys. You know. Okay, so just yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, pull it out. Yeah. And here we have the crampons, guys, and we just open them up here from the inside. We open them up from the inside of the rubber like this, shake it apart. We got 2 pairs. Now it actually says front. Yeah, it's correct. You're correct, because it actually says front here.
Front goes in the front.
Goes in the front.
Spikes down.
Yeah,
you're golden.
Yeah, that's why it's better to pull it from here rubber.
I met my man Haukur here in the cave. And Haukur, he knows a joke about ice and Scottish people. He makes fun of the Scottish people. Give it to us.
So do you know what the Scottish people like to put into their whiskey?
I have no idea.
More whiskey.
There we go. So I found a frame here, and it's usually nice when you have an opening like this,
all the way
and
where the noise goes.
put a person in the hole for scale. It's also just nice composition, and then you shoot out through the hole. And even if you have the light is decent here, it's diffused, it's not that difficult, but in this case we're shooting out. We're shooting out into the sunshine. I'm here. And so we need to bracket this shot. And my advice to you is to bracket every shot we have in the ice. So, I'm gonna let them finish, and I'm gonna put my guy there, and we continue. So now we have my guy there, and I'm gonna take a look. So I'm shooting at aperture 11. I'm at 1/4 of a second, ISO 100. I focus on the cave, and then I shoot. 3 brackets, 3 photo bracketed with 1 stop between. It's pretty nice. So there's another frame, really cool here. You see the roof of the ice here, it's blue, and then where the sun is coming in there, it's a little lighter blue, different color. Really cool. The only problem is people. You know, this is the problem with ice caves. It's not easy to do, to get a clean frame. So what do? You basically set up, you wait for your frame to clear. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but there's always Photoshop. You always need to clean a little bit up in Photoshop, and that's fine. I mean, that's just how we do it. So I adjusted the frame a little bit. There's a river here going through the cave, and I don't know if you can see it here. Yeah, you should see it here. There's a little reflection I get from the puddle, and it's still a nice. Now we have a decently clear frame, so let me shoot. I'm shooting pre-exposure like before. The normal exposure, the mid-range is 1 second, then I shoot 2 overexposed, 2 underexposed, then I should get the whole dynamic range. ISO is at 100. I could shorten the time by raising the ISO a little bit, but it's not necessary really. It looks really good. Just look at this stuff. I mean, now you're just watching a video and there's nothing added to it. When you see those photos from those caves, this is the color. It's not tweaked anything in Photoshop. Of course, you can enhance stuff, but this is just how it looks. And inside, if you like details, There's a lot of like these patterns that you can here, really clear here. And you can take a macro lens or just 2470 or something and zoom into it. And it's really nice. You can, and if you look for it, you can see all kind of creatures, you know, and dinosaurs because the dinosaurs, they died here and they froze in this cave. So while I wait for my frame to clear, I'm gonna talk a little bit about settings in Ice Cave without being actually shooting. It's not complicated. It is like, it's very basic. The thing is, in a bright cave like this, there is really no reason to raise the ISO much. Have it at base ISO. You know, to shorten the exposure time, you can move it up to 200 and 400, and most modern cameras, it will not be an issue. It's fine. You spend a lot of money for this light sensitivity, so use it. Aperture, I like to be, you know, have as much as I can in focus without, you know, making the exposure time too long time. I'm at f11, 8 to 11. It's also the best aperture for most lenses. And then I just adjust the time until my histogram is within bounds. However, the problem is with these caves that the histogram is usually gonna clip both shadows and highlights. So then you have to expose your bracket. That means you need to shoot the normal exposure, the mid-tones. Then you have to expose for the shadows and shoot. And then you have to expose for the highlights and shoot. And then you merge these photos together. Simple task in Lightroom. Just select them, right-click, and merge to HDR. Then you have all the dynamic range, and usually it's enough to do 3 exposures with 2 stops between. There is a video here in the corner where I talk more about exposure stacking. Take a look at that if you don't know what that is, because it's important to know how to do that to overcome your camera's limitation. When you want something, just have to ask for it. Hi, my name is Ole. What's your name? What's your name? My name is Ole. Gamong. Good to meet you. Can you do me one favor? One favor? Can you stand there for me? One photo. Thank you. Like here? Here. And my camera is over there. But just look here, so I can see the light. Yeah. No. That. Okay. Thank you. Can you turn a little bit? Turn a little bit. Other way. To me. There we go. Other way. More. Other way. Other way. Okay, look at me there. Here. Turn. There we go. Thank you. No, a little back. Little bit back. And turn back. Turn away. Other way. Up. Okay, it's good.
Don't move.
Wait. One more. Okay, can you come on closer? Closer. Okay. Okay. Close here to me. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Can you come closer to me? Come. Come. There we go. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Stay still. One more time. The thing with doing stuff like that, to ask someone to pose for you like that, it's fine. And it is good to ask Asian girls, both. They are very pretty and they usually say yes. Well, actually, they have never said no. But you have to send them the photo. Don't be a dick. If you ask someone to model for you, send them your photo. So I guess we're done now with this ice cave trip. Been here for a while. Now it's time to walk back. So we might have still a little light. Be there at time for sunset at the lagoon. Day is really short now. Sunset is around 4 p.m. Really early. There's my man Halli Hansen, my spiritual advisor and guru.
And the X-Men.
And the X-Men. Halli?
Yeah. Yes, son.
What's the secret of happiness?
To think about it. Yeah, think about what makes you happy and then you're happy.
Really?
Yeah, you see, the truth is so simple, you know, it's hard to get it.
Okay. Do you feel lucky?
Yeah, I feel lucky, man.
Do you know when you're lucky?
I know I'm lucky, man. I think about it every day, man. I think about it a few times a day how lucky I am, and then I feel lucky because it's so hard, it's so easy to make life a mundane existence. The only way out of the mundane existence is remind you of what it is that you can be lucky for. Remind you of what makes you happy.
Good man.
You make me happy.
Thank you, baby. So, still walking. It's a beautiful walk now. Weather is nice. Company is nice. And if you don't know that about Iceland, we have very good water, fresh and good, and it is basically like if you see a running water, you can drink it. So to put that to the test, here's a spring. Let's do this. So this water here is fresh spring water from the hills of this mountain. Very fresh. Very clean, very good. You should try it if you're in Iceland sometime. So we are almost back at base camp. It sounds way cooler than the parking lot. So we're back at base camp. Everybody made it alive and relatively in one piece. And that's always good, you know, because if there's problems, people die on tours and or get serious injuries. That's a lot of paperwork, and that sucks. But here we are. You can see there's a lot of, well, maybe you cannot see it now, but I will show you. There are a lot of cars here now. A lot of big Jeeps right over there. And in every Jeep, on average, I would say there would be 6-8 people. But on a busy day, we have like 16 to 20 cars here, and the ice cave is just like a circus. But you can always get your shot. But I didn't show you the car. This is a ride, and it has black tires, and they're kind of big. But it's a Ford, so it's a piece of shit. It's an impressive piece of shit, but it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but it's a big butt.
It has a big butt.
It's a big butt.
Yeah. I don't want to hurt his feelings, so I'm gonna stop here. Now we just roll back. So that's it, we're back to our car, back to the Glacier Lagoon where we started. Sun is setting, so we might have a few minutes here to shoot sunset. But thank you for watching and goodbye.